Could you repeat that?" The Chief Justice's voice cut through the heavy stillness of the courtroom. My mother hesitated, her throat tightening as she spoke again, weaker this time. "She can barely hold a job," she said. The words sliced through me, cold, deliberate, and meant a wound. I didn't react, not even when a few people turned to look at me with quiet pity. My mother stood there in her beige coat, trembling under the harsh lights, looking small and fragile. The Chief Justice leaned forward, his tone thick with disbelief. "Ma'am, your daughter has been a judge for 6 years." Her face drained of color. For the first time in my life, I didn't rush to comfort her. It wasn't always like this. For most of my life, I mistook her cruelty for care. She called it tough love. When I was young, she'd pull my hair into a tight bun before school, telling me, "The world isn't kind to women who dream too big. Better you hear it from me than from them." But her lessons left bruises that didn't fade. Every achievement I earned, she tried to make smaller. When I graduated law school, she told my aunt, "Let's see how long this phase lasts." It never sounded like pride. It sounded like resentment. Still, I forgave her over and over, even when she turned my father against me, even when she whispered lies about my career. Daughters are taught to love their mothers no matter how deep the cuts go. Then came the betrayal I couldn't forgive. I had just been nominated for a high court seat, the honor of my career. Hearings were scheduled. My name was in the papers. For once, I thought she might be proud. Then the anonymous letter arrived at the Judicial Council. It accused me of falsifying records, manipulating verdicts, and abusing my power. When I read it, I knew. The handwriting, the loops, the slant, the pressure of the pen, was hers. My mother's. I didn't want to believe it, not until I saw the return address. Her street, her number. That was the moment something inside me went still. Not broken, just cold. The inquiry began soon after. Colleagues whispered behind my back. Some stopped calling. She must have thought she'd destroyed me, but she didn't know the woman I'd become. I started my own quiet investigation. I traced the letter's paper to a stationery store near her house. I got the security footage through a friend at the council. There she was, my mother, buying the paper, paying in cash, wearing that same navy coat she always wore to church. I collected every trace. Her phone calls, her emails, her careful manipulation of neighbors and concerned citizens who testified against me. I built a file piece by piece, patient and methodical. And then I waited for my moment. When the hearing day came, she took the stand, calm and confident. Her tone was syrupy, practiced. "She's my daughter," she told the court, "but she's unstable. I only want to protect the integrity of this position." Protect. That word twisted inside me like a knife. "Do you have proof?" the Chief Justice asked. She lifted the letter with trembling fingers. "I received this from someone close to her." The room went quiet. I rose from my seat, every movement deliberate. "Your Honor," I said, voice steady, "I'd like to submit new evidence to the record." Her head turned toward me. For a brief moment, confusion flashed in her eyes, then fear. I placed my file on the bench. "This evidence demonstrates that the letter submitted against me was written and delivered by the witness, my mother." The silence cracked like glass. Papers rustled. Gasps filled the air. I didn't look at her. I let the evidence speak. Video footage, receipts, handwriting analysis. Every detail laid bare under the same scrutiny she once demanded of me. When the Chief Justice finally said, "She's been a judge for 6 years, ma'am," it wasn't just a statement, it was a judgment. Her face turned pale as she realized she was standing inside a courtroom built by her daughter, one she had trained to survive her cruelty. Afterward, she called. She sent messages, voicemails, each one more desperate than the last. "You've humiliated me," she said. "No," I answered once. "You did that yourself." People asked if I regret it, if exposing her was worth it. The truth? Revenge isn't fire. It's ice. It doesn't flare, it endures. I didn't destroy her. I revealed her. The court didn't sentence her. Life did. Friends stopped visiting. Her bridge group quietly dissolved. Neighbors crossed the street to avoid her. She built her world on judgment, and now she lives beneath it, Sometimes justice doesn't need a verdict, just the truth. I still see her at family gatherings she wasn't invited to. She stands in corners, smiling faintly, pretending not to notice the distance. And I let her pretend, because silence, I've learned, can be the most elegant form of justice.